off our main card this evening with a featherweight contest. Amateur MMA consisting of 3 3-minute rounds. Let's welcome one more time, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Masters Academy, an amateur MMA record of 3 wins and only 2 losses, Sonny Mini Drago Crossman. And his opponent in the red corner, representing BST in Northampton, an amateur MMA record of 1 win and only 1 loss. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one more time, Shea Hammond.
All ladies and gentlemen, cage door set to close on this, the opening fight of our main card here at Golden Ticket Fight Promotions 18. Shea Hammond representing BST, fighting in the gray armor shorts. The red corner taking on Sonny Crossman from Masters Academy in the black smash jokes on you shorts, and fires there with a nice fast head kick that Shea Hammond skips out of the way of.
Yeah, Sonny was super intense there when Shea Hammond was making his way to the cage. He was pacing up and down
like a caged animal.
Absolutely, and big shout out straight away to Shea Hammond, who's took this fight on 1 day notice, I believe, as Sonny Crossman's original opponent, Josh Abreu, couldn't make the fight due to, I believe, a bad weight cut, and yeah, Shea Hammond stepping in on 24 hours notice.
But again, you've got to give the matchmakers here at GTFP their due. Sonny Crossman versus Josh Abreu was going to be a great fight, but again, they haven't just brought in a body for Sonny Crossman. Shea Hammond is legitimate, as we can see, and comes from a great camp there at BST in Northampton. Yeah,
definitely, and we've seen him before on Golden Ticket Fight Promotions as well, back in 2019. Lost a unanimous decision to Reggie Hingston back then, but improved as a fighter and got a win under his belt since in October last year. So yeah, absolutely, they've brought in a more than game opponent for Sonny Crossman, who is experiencing it so far on the bottom of underneath the
Shea
Hammond.
Shea Hammond has been heavy and strong in top position. I mean, he's such a well-built featherweight. Trying to get on the neck is Sonny Crossman, but you'd think very tough to finish from this position, and indeed Hammond pops his head out.
Yeah, and it was a mistake from Sonny Crossman that led to this position in the first place. Went for that spinning wheel kick and unfortunately slipped in the process, and this is where he finds himself. And interestingly, I saw something that Dan Hardy tweeted earlier in the week saying a lesson for amateur fighters. Spinning techniques work about 100% of the time, 6% of the time, or something along those, something along those lines. And yeah, basically saying don't use them. And this is certainly a lesson. Why? Because this slip has obviously could potentially have cost him the entirety of this round.
Well, we say that as he throws up the triangle, and he's trying to get the arm as well, but Shea Hammond, wise to that, powers out. But now Crossman's got that butterfly on, got the control in the hip. Few seconds left in the round, though, and despite the fact he's been active, you ain't winning the round on your back like this.
Yeah, definitely. We saw him throw out the triangle a minute ago. His last win actually was via triangle choke against Julian Harris-James at GTFP18 back in October. So we know that he's more than capable off his back, but he'll be disappointed, I think, in the fact that he gave up that position through a slip early in the first round.
And it's amazing for all of the posturing before the fight, in between rounds, that bit of sportsmanship, which is always lovely to see. Like, these guys were really trying to
mad dogging each other.
Yeah, consolidate who the big dog in the yard was. And
yeah, but little fist bump with a smile between each of them after the first round.
We'll be interested to see if Crossman looks to go back and use any of those risky techniques. As you say, not the most successful of techniques. but when it lands, it's impressive.
Absolutely, and it just gave a little smile over to us in the commentary booth to say, I don't care that I lost that first round. Watch me now.
Round 2.
Touch of gloves and away we go. Second of three 3-minute rounds in this amateur featherweight contest. Sonny Crossman in the black shorts trimmed with green, the Joke's on You smash shorts. Shea Hammond in the gray armor compression trunks. Lands a nice left hand there, does Hammond. And then goes to the outside with the lead leg.
Nice low leg kick there landing with Sonny Crossman. Shoveling right hand lands there from Sonny Crossman as they disengage from that clinch. Just feeling out that jab there, Crossman. A big overhand right misses from Shea Hammond. Both guys very quick in there.
Oh, that was a
right
lovely right hand on when just as they were disengaging, he threw that straight right that landed.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple of times in this round from Sonny Crossman, and important for Shea Hammond to keep that guard up when they disengage from the clinch. I mean, they're not clinching for long, just the kind of little comings together, but he needs to make sure that he keeps that guard up. And they're having a lot of fun in there now.
Shea Hammond, yeah, nah, you didn't hurt me with that low kick. Nice try. But in this round, Crossman consistently pushing forward.
Yeah, he's relentless with that pressure and
keeps always backing Hammond up. Hammond's got a circle off the cage.
Starts off all his combinations with that jab. I'd just like to see him throw that two behind it. I mean, he's just sticking that jab in there. And there we go, right on cue. 1-2, and then that body kick, and again, relentless pressure.
Yeah, and looking much more comfortable this round.
You've got to be careful there. Hammond ducking down to his left-hand side, that right head kick, nearly connected. I spoke to Sonny Crossman during fight week, and he said this has been an absolutely fantastic camp for him. Everything's gone according to plan. He's pushed himself mentally and physically as hard as he possibly could, and I think he'll be very thankful to Shea Hammond come the end of this fight, win or lose, the fact that he just got to go in there and fight, especially as his opponent pulled out the day before.
And Hammond really nothing to lose. 24 hours notice, 1-1 record going in against an opponent on their 6th amateur fight. And so far, if this round continues the way it has been, we're probably going to go into the third at 1 apiece.
Yeah, definitely a very competitive fight so far. And
oh, that left hand landed.
Left hand lands there, yeah. And where we see Sonny Crossman probably have a little bit more success with the hands in this round. We've seen success from...
oh, a little bit laissez-faire from the BST man there as he went for the takedown and was almost reversed, but no time left on the clock. He's still got time left, he's telling us. Still got time.
He's super hyped. I mean, it's fun to watch whether he's throwing hands or just coming over and talking to us here in the commentary booth. But
what's going to be really interesting to see if Crossman continues with what worked in the second round. It seems to me that it's Hammond that's going to have to check. He was better when they got in the clinch, when they got the takedown, he took the top control. Standing around exchanging strikes, a lot more close.
Yeah, definitely. And as I was just saying towards the end of the round there, Sonny Crossman's had a lot more success with the hands in that second round, and whereas we've seen some success on Shea Hammond with the kicks, especially those low kicks, landing over and over again. But both guys having fun, both guys bloodied up.
Third and final round, both these young men.
Third and final round.
Touch gloves and
straight to that low kick.
Straight away. Wide. Hammond tried to change levels to get in there, but Crossman caught him coming in.
Big combination there from Sonny Crossman.
Yeah.
4 or 5 punch combination.
Ate the low kick, responded with, as you said, 4 or 5.
It's caught with the right hand there as he steps in. Just some blood under the nose of Sonny Crossman. One of those straight shots from Shea Hammond. Nice level change there, but Crossman does well to frame and
absolutely, and throws that knee up the middle. Big overhand right block.
Yeah, he likes that overhand right. There's Shea Hammond. I'd like to see him possibly set it up with the jab first, and there you go, he goes it for it again. He uses it almost as a way of crashing into his opponent to close the distance and work for that clinch.
Heavy low shot, working in, pushing Crossman up against the cage. Crossman acts like that fence is on fire and does everything to turn as quickly as possible. Now we're going to get the battle of attrition up against the cage as Hammond starts to push in, but Crossman able to disengage. Both young fighters walk to the center of the cage.
Frenetic pace in this fight as well.
Hammond, though, always on the back foot at the moment.
Yeah, and as we mentioned earlier on the broadcast, it's a lot more difficult to throw the strikes that you want to throw when you're constantly backing up and your back's against the fences. We see there, and nice straight, shoveling right hand lands from Sonny Crossman as Shea Hammond goes that looping overhand right again.
Yep. Pace slowing a little bit, but you can hardly blame these two. They put in the effort over the last 7.5 minutes. And is that maybe a little bit of frustration on Hammond's face?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, he had a very successful first round, but Sonny Crossman's come back in rounds 2 and 3, and he's touching him up. I mean, it's not all one-way traffic by any stretch of the imagination, but nice level change.
Oh, lovely,
level
and that
change.
could put a stamp. Keeps this position, does some more into side control.
Turn the corner beautifully on that takedown, and that's so important to...
Knee on belly, just slices over. Good work from the man on bottom to pull him back into the half guard, though. Great work there by Shea Hammond.
Yeah, just as Crossman was landing some peppering shots in full mount, Crossman regains the half guard. 10 seconds left in this round, and as you say, puts a stamp on it for Sonny Crossman, finishing his top position, landing some heavy ground and pound. And there we go, nice embrace between these
lovely.
Two fighters at the end of the 3 rounds. In a very fun, action-packed and fast-paced opener to this main card.
Absolutely, both of those fighters giving everything. Fair play to Shea Hammond for coming in 24 hours notice and making a real fight of this. Sonny Crossman that came into the ascendancy in the 2nd and 3rd round. But just because that's what we think doesn't mean that that's what's happened.
Absolutely, yeah. Luckily we're not paid to judge these fights, so we'll leave it to the experts to determine who's the winner out of these two young up-and-comers.
Judges' scorecards have been collected. And in just a moment, we will make this one official. Before we go on a run of 3 amateur title fights. Coming up next, we have the middleweight championship, followed by the featherweight championship, and then the lightweight championship.
I cannot
all
wait.
in the exchange. Bertie Oaks first, James Walmsley coming up next for the GTFP amateur middleweight tag title.
Hands together for both of these fighters. After 3 rounds, a unanimous decision has been reached. To the winner, in the blue corner, Sonny Mini Drago Crossman.